What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're getting closer and closer to finishing up these offseason rebuilds as we're here with another team, that being the Indianapolis Colts, who, since Andrew Luck has basically retired, this team has been stuck in the middle per se. So let's go ahead and jump in and do an Indianapolis Colts offseason rebuild in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me about 85% of the people that have watched my videos lately aren't actually subscribed. So if you do fall into that 85%, I want to hit that subscribe button to change that to help us get to 10,000 subs. That would be greatly appreciated. But like I said, let me expand on what I said. Since Andrew Luck has retired, this team has cycled through quarterbacks and they've always been stuck in the middle. They're always, like good enough to almost make the playoffs or make it, but they're obviously never like truly a contender, and they're never bad enough to have a premium pick, other than obviously when they were able to select Anthony Richardson. But yeah, this team has just been, I don't know, it's been tough, man. So let's go ahead and take a look at our re-signs here. So we have Julian Blackmon, Will Fries, EJ Speed, Ryan Kelly, Deo. So let's go ahead and start off with, I will resign Blackmon here because we don't have a strong safety outside of him, and he's still only 27 years old if he wants to come back anyway. So we'll see if we can get Julian Blackmon to sign, and he says he wants to play for a new team next year. So off to a rough start. Will Fries we'll try to bring back. Same thing as Blackmon. He's only 27 years old. So we'll see who can bring him in, and we'll keep him around. And then also EJ Speed. I'll probably keep him. Won't be too expensive. And then we could really look at this lineup. So then Ryan Kelly, if we can keep him too, that'd be great. So just keep our offensive line as good as possible. All right. $38 million in cap space to work with. Let's go take a look at this lineup and see what this team is all about going to this offseason. So here is your Colts lineup. Obviously, Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs. I think Anthony Richardson is still proving himself in this league. I think there's a lot of people that may already want to give up on him, and I'm assuming the Colts probably won't be able to do that this offseason simply because obviously the quarterback selection this offseason isn't that great, and they don't have like a pick to get like Cam Ward or Shador Sanders or anything like that. So more than likely, we'll be going into next season with Anthony Richardson as the starting quarterback. Once Braden Smith is healthier, our offensive line will look a little bit better as well. And then obviously Fries once he's healthy. So we don't even need to worry about the O-line, so that's great. That's a good sign. But Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, and Alec Pierce is a fine wide receiver trio. But, I wouldn't be opposed to maybe eventually adding another piece. We'll see. Defensively, you obviously have Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, Zara Franklin. We signed EJ Speed back. We have Jones, Cross, Kenny Moore. So there is some solid pieces on this team. Don't get me wrong. We could definitely use another corner. We don't have a ton of money to work with, so let's just go see what we can do in free agency. But this team is not a contender. By any means, this team is not contending for anything. Like I say, they've been a team that's been just basically stuck in the middle, and that's where they're at as a roster right now. So what did I say we truly needed? We basically needed I was just thinking about it, and then I thought of something else. So I will show you who we're going after in free agency, and then we'll expand on that. So offensive line is good. Honestly, tight end is definitely one position. Yeah, we needed another off coverage linebacker and then another corner. That's what we needed. So let's go do that. We'll see if we can discover that in free agency or through the draft. So only going after 3 guys in free agency, and it's all on defense. We're going after Jeremy Chinnaby, our new strong safety. Jordan Lewis as just another corner in the room. Obviously, really want to draft another one, or maybe, we'll see what falls to us with our first round pick, but and Jerome Baker. So let's see if we get these 3 guys to sign. So we do get Chin and Lewis to resign, which is great, but Jerome Baker is still considering things. So maybe we offer up our offer a little bit more because he's 28 years old, so he'll be here for a while. And maybe he'll sign, maybe he won't, and he does not sign with us. So we miss out, but Nick Bolton is here too, which would be fun. But he went to Houston. Shaq Thompson is a fine option too. So give me Shaq Thompson as another starter there, and we can rock with that for a couple years. So if that is successful, there it is. And now we're gonna head to the draft. But a lot still to build on. Honestly, I think we're gonna give this Anthony Richardson thing one more year, and if it's not successful at all, then maybe we find a way to move on from him and go after a new quarterback in next offseason. And we can maybe start tearing things down if we truly don't like what we see at all. But we'll see how we succeed in the draft. So to me, in this draft, it is the best player available approach. So we'll see kind of what falls to us at 14. We kind of have a starter pretty much everywhere. So whoever is available is who we're taking. I don't really care what position it is. So let's see what we got. So obviously, we're not taking a quarterback. We have Colston Loveland, Malachi Starks, Will Campbell, Isaiah Bond. So I did say I might not take O-line though, because we have a good O-line right now. Milrow is interesting, but don't think that really changed anything. Nick Scorton out of Texas A&M, I don't mind the idea of that. So maybe we go with Nick Scorton, 8 finesse moves, 8 tackle. Could never have enough pass rushers. So I do think I'm going to start in our first round with Nick Scorton. Welcome to Indianapolis, number 14 and number 22 in Drew value, hidden dev, 82 speed, 83 strength, 86 excel. So not a bad start, and that will be where we start in this draft. And now we can go to round 2. But I don't expect, like I said, main thing for me is I don't expect a whole lot next season. I truly do think this is going to be a long process in this one, but we'll see. So we could take another edge rusher. We could take Hampton. We don't need a running back, obviously. Isaiah Bond, who have been taking quite a bit lately. Deion Walker. I mean, there's a lot of good, but we also could take another linebacker, a guard. I mean, there's Ollie Gordon. Like, do we take JT as well and just continue to build this defense in the trenches? I don't mind that. Like I said, I mean, we're going to probably move on from some guys. Kwity Paye is still somewhat young, but I guess he'd become maybe replaceable. So I guess I'm going to double down and grab another pass rusher here. So welcome to Indianapolis, number 72 in true value, drafted at 46. But JT, welcome to the Colts. So that's 2 edges taken already in this draft. And again, wasn't looking for anything in particular. I'm just going kind of best player available that I like. And now we'll make our last pick in round 3. And we'll let the assistant take care of the rest. So Samson is still on the board, which if, like I said, if I didn't have Jonathan Taylor, then maybe we do that, but don't think we need to do that. Denzel Burke, we have Cornelius, Jason Marshall, Jackson Dart. We could obviously take Jalen Knoll out of Iowa State. I don't mind the idea of to add another wide receiver in this building. So to me, it's either Denzel Burke, A press, B man, C or B zone. Speed is good. I'm going to take Denzel Burke here. So this was kind of an all defensive offseason for the most part. Number 61 true value, hidden dev though. So to me, it was a good offseason, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I don't really expect us to be very good next year. We'll probably be what we've been lately, which is a middle pack team. We'll have to see how Anthony Richardson does as a starter. If he doesn't play well, then we probably have to move on from him and go somewhere else. I assume if the team was unsuccessful next year as well, Shane Steichen and also the GM's name is escaping me, but isn't it like Bullard or something? I don't know. It could be way off, but I think Steichen and the GM would probably be fired and moved on from. So let's go take a look at the lineup though for year 1, and we'll see what this team is looking like and predict how successful we might be. So here is a lineup going into next season. I just realized we really didn't address the tight end position, but I guess that's okay. So we have Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Devin Neal, which I don't mind that pick at all as a backup running back. We have Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce. I forgot about Adonai Mitchell as well. Josh Downs. Defensively, this is obviously where we made a lot of upgrades. So we have Scorton ready to play. JT's in the depth chart as well. So a lot of pass rushers go around. Jordan Lewis, Jones, Denzel Burke didn't even make the depth chart, I guess, which is a little disappointing because we drafted him in the 3rd round. But it is what it is. Shaq Thompson, we're going to move him probably to right outside linebacker. He's listed at middle linebacker. I thought he was listed at one of the outside linebackers, but he's not. We'll move him there now, and we'll simulate this season. Again, I'm not expecting a whole lot, but hopefully this team surprises me. Hopefully Richardson balls out. That would be ideal. I mean, we could also change the playbook if we wanted to. Maybe we go, I don't know. Do we want to change the playbook? Let's see. No, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave the playbook. I have seen the Colts be successful before the Madden simulation, so we'll see if we get lucky with that. I'll see you guys at the end of year 1. Richardson, I need you to show me something. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Let's simulate to the end of the season, and let's see if this team surprises me. And maybe we make the postseason. We shall see. And no, it is the same results as usual. We are just kind of mid, 7-10, which obviously is not great, but kind of the expectation I kind of had on this team. We're probably going to start to blow things up a little bit this offseason, although Richardson maybe looked pretty decent. Offensively, we were 13 NFL. Defensively, we weren't so good, which is where I, attacked a lot of our positions, but I guess it didn't really matter. So Richardson, those interceptions though. 22 interceptions, 31 touchdowns. He had 1,000 yards from Jonathan Taylor, 400 from Anthony Richardson. Josh Downs, Josh Downs might be going up to superstar after that season. Alec Pierce, 900. Johnny Woods with 700. Michael Pittman with 600. And Jonathan Taylor with also 200. Sacks-wise, DeForest Buckner still doing his thing. 10.5 sacks, 7 from Grover Stewart. 6 from the rookie Nick Scorton. 4 from EJ Speed. 5 receptions from Kenny Moore, 3 from Lewis, 2 from Franklin, and 1 from Shaq Thompson. But yeah, defensively we're bad, but Richardson, it's just the turnovers are, we'll see. If he went up dev traits to like a star dev, maybe we keep him. But if he's still normal dev, I think we might move on from him and do something different at the quarterback position this offseason. And then we might start to trade quite a bit of players away and just kind of reset this. We might do the exact same thing we did in the Dolphins video yesterday, where I did one season, didn't like what I seen, and then I just kind of started trading everybody, or trading as many people as I could. So Detroit and Kansas City was the Super Bowl. But let's see who's all a free agent here. So we have Rayman, which, yeah, we'll keep him. Alec Pierce, Nick Cross, 24 years old, definitely. Quiddy Pay, and we did draft some pass rushers, so Quiddy Pay could be let go, but I'll probably keep him. Braden Smith. Richardson is a fifth-year option, which I won't accept. He's 24, up to a 79 overall. But again, I don't know. Do we keep him? I don't know. We'll have to see. So I'm going to start with Rainman, or Rayman. I don't know how you say it, but definitely want to keep him around to continue to protect whoever's starting at quarterback. And he wants to play for a new team. Do we franchise tag him? Oh, gosh, no. I don't think I will. Alec Pierce, I mean, I'm actually okay with moving on to Adonai Mitchell as our third receiver, but Alec Pierce, nope, he does not want to sign. That's fine. So Nick Cross, though, only 24 years old, would like to keep him, honestly, if possible. So, ooh, no one wants to sign back so far. Franchise tagging him would cost us, yeah, too much money. Quiddy Pay, though. I know you're different. I know you'll sign back, right? We have so much depth at the edge rushers, which is great, because like I said, you can never have enough of those. That's good. And then Braden Smith, I guess since we didn't get the other tackle back, it would be nice to maybe get you. Let's see. Will you sign? And no. So far, we missed out on everybody. So that is a little disappointing. But maybe that's all the signs we need to start to reset this. I'm not accepting Richardson, fifth-year option. I might trade him this offseason. Not going to lie. Let's see. What pick do we have? Well, we can't look at that yet. But let's go to stage 1, and we'll take a look to see. I assume Josh Downs up to superstar dev after the season he just had. I mean, you'd have to hope he did. They have 52 players under contract still. So Josh Downs is, in fact, superstar dev, which is awesome. Our tackles are now kind of obviously blank. So Adonai Mitchell is a third receiver. I don't mind the idea of that. Richardson would be the guy to replace at quarterback. We need to grab some tackles, of course, too. Stewart's up to superstar X Factor. Scorton, star dev. JT, Latu. Denzel Burke is up to a 77 overall, which is awesome. We needed that. So, yeah, not bad. We do need a free safety after we weren't able to get Nick Cross back. Maybe I don't trade away everybody. That was kind of the direction I wanted to go with, but maybe we finally solved the quarterback position the way we wanted to. Richardson is just turning the ball over way too much for my liking. Maybe we go after Brock Purdy if he's sitting here in free agency. I don't know if he would be, but he might. He is funny enough, he is sitting here. But like I said, that'd be like all of our money going out the window, and I can't get there. So if we made a move away from Jalen Petry's here, though, so we could steal him from our fellow division rival if we're not going to get Nick Cross back, but I don't know if we'll get lucky enough to get him back. So we'll sign and offer him a contract. If we're nowhere near as I'm going to offer, we'll move on. Yeah, we'll just move on from that. Okay, so I do want Raymond back, though. Still only 20 years old, but I am probably going to start to look at some trades for Anthony Richardson. I think we're moving on from him. I think we're going in a different direction there. So we're going to go all in on the second overall pick in order to draft a quarterback in this draft class. I am moving on from Anthony Richardson. First round pick next year, our 12th pick in this draft to acquire pick 2, and they will agree. So the Saints are going to grab Anthony Richardson, and we're going to be grabbing a whole different quarterback this offseason through the draft. So whether it's Garrett Nussmeier or Nico, whoever we want, but we got to move on from Anthony Richardson. 22 interceptions at this stage of his career is just not good at all. So gonna move on from that. Defensively, we need a free safety. Still need an off coverage linebacker. So I haven't really made any offers in free agency other than I think the tackle that we wanted back, of course, too. So we'll be drafting quarterback with the second overall selection. But we target? Yes, we obviously going after Raymond, but free safeties was important. So Nick Cross, I would prefer to just keep him. He's still only 24 years old, so if we can get him to sign back, that'd be great. So he will be interested in coming back, which is awesome. We still needed another linebacker if there's a good one out here, which I don't know if there is. There's Dean, there's Jack Gibbons, and then there's like a Doffaway. There's TJ Edwards, though, which I guess is interesting. Dorian Williams, who actually could be solid depth. So let's go Dorian Williams, only 25 years old, so we'll do that. And that might be kind of the offseason. Daxton Hill we could go for, too, to add another corner to this building. So right now, our corner depth, yeah, I don't mind that. So let's see if we can get Daxton Hill. And we'll be drafting our quarterback to have a different look there. So Daxton Hill, and we'll see. So that is our 4 offers. Raymond, Dax Hill, Nick Cross, and Dorian Williams. Do we get all 4 to sign? And we will get all 4 to sign. Okay, so that is good. So free agency was successful. We obviously went all in on the number 2 overall pick. I assume the Giants won't take a quarterback with number 1. They have Shedeur Sanders. If they do take a quarterback, I might be knocking on the door for Shedeur, I guess, because I need a quarterback. But defensively, Dorian Williams, Shaq Thompson, Zara Franklin, EJ Speed still here. We got Nick Cross back, Kenny Moore, Dax Hill is now added, And then obviously we know how much we attacked pass rushers last year. So let's jump into this draft, and we're more than likely going to walk with the Tennessee quarterback with Nico, assuming the Giants don't take him number 1, but I guess we'll see. So let's see who the New York Giants take number 1 overall. If they do take the quarterback, I'm going to be pretty upset. And they take I don't even know who they took, but they didn't take a quarterback. So they took a left tackle, which we need to draft a tackle in this draft too. So Drew Aller is here. Obviously Nico, who are after the Tennessee quarterback, will be the replacement. Caleb Downs is awesome too, but we are obviously looking for a quarterback. A deep accuracy, A medium accuracy, short accuracy. Everything looks great across the board. Speed is good, and this will be our 2nd overall selection. So Anthony Richardson, I appreciated you, but we have our new quarterback in Nico, so we'll see if that changes anything. Just like I said, I think in year 3, throwing 22 interceptions is still just a red flag in my opinion. So now we'll be picking in round 2, or I guess later, so maybe we swap picks with somebody, I don't know. But round 2, we need to take a left tackle really badly, so could take Troy. We're not doing that, obviously. So we do have Joe Bruner, I guess. Well, what tackles we have? So we have Riley out of Wisconsin, A impact blocking, A run block. Speed is good. I mean, we need a tackle, so I am going to go ahead and take Riley here. And now I actually think we need a right tackle anyway, so he will start immediately, which is great. So we got our guy to protect Nico now, and now for round 3 to make our last selection here. So round 3, pick 12. Let's see what we got. And I'm just kind of hoping to escape purgatory next year and actually make the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. We'll see if that works out that way. Probably won't take a corner. Could take another tackle. Could take another wide receiver, which I'm not opposed to. Eugene Wilson. Speed is great, but D catching. So kind of a red flag if your catching is a D. But he also could be a stud somehow. I don't know. Maybe. We also have Torian York out of Texas A&M. A zone, A blockchain, A pursuit. Yeah, just kidding. We're going to take Torian York here. So that will be our pick. Number 64 in true value, drafting to 76. So that is our offseason once again. We have moved on from Anthony Richardson. We're on to a new era, and we'll see if it pays off or not going into year 2. So here is a lineup going into year number 2. We have Nico under center with Gino as a backup, which isn't a bad backup by any means. Michael Pittman, Eugene Wilson, Jonathan Taylor, Devin Neal, Josh Downs, Adonai Mitchell, Raymond, Nelson, Kelly, Fries, and Malman. And then I keep forgetting to address the tight end position. What the hell is wrong with me? Maybe I do at the trade deadline. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. Like, I literally just have ignored the tight end position the whole entire video. I don't know why. It's actually really annoying that I've done that twice now. I just have totally just ignored the tight end spot. I haven't even thought twice about it. I don't know why, but maybe at the trade deadline, we could fix that and trade for tight end or something. That would be ideal because don't know why I keep ignoring that. So slot wide receiver will be Josh Downs still, which I'm totally okay with. He was phenomenal there last year. Maybe he goes up to Superstar X Factor with Nico under center. We'll see. But all right, let's simulate year 2. And I'm probably going to start with the deadline, like I said, because I prefer to get a tight end in the building because I'm really mad at myself for not addressing that now twice, which is just insane. So yes, I am trading a 3rd round pick for Kyle Pitts. Probably going to sign him in free agency for free, but they signed Mark Andrews, which is why Kyle Pitts, I figured, was more expendable for them. So now Kyle Pitts is our new tight end. I'm really mad at myself. We're 3-3 on the season right now. They keep trying to trade for Grover Stewart or DeForest Buckner, but I'm trying to keep them for this playoff push, which at least I hope there will be a playoff push. But you have to cut one player after obviously adding Kyle Pitts to the team. But yeah, we needed to address the tight end spot really badly, and we just hadn't done that twice. Again, I don't know why I kept forgetting about it, but let's see who we need to cut, and we can simulate the rest of the season. 3-3 right now, which is not bad, but obviously I would really hope we can go on some kind of run. So we just brought in a tight end. We can cut Will Mallory, but I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, we just beat the Eagles, so maybe there's hope here. We'll see. Playing the Ravens now. We'll see if we made the playoffs after adding Kyle Pitts. So once again, we were extremely mid, 8-9. So that has been the MO for the Colts, man. If that keeps happening for the Colts, I would be pretty upset if I was a Colts fan. But 7-10 to 8-9 to 9-8 to 10-7, like that has just been the Colts MO lately, and that is where we are again. So hopefully, though, Nico has given us a lot to be excited about because at least he was really good. We have a ton of cap space this offseason, though, so that should be the hope here. So offensively, 26th NFL, not good again. Playbook change could be in order for next year. Offensively, 18th. 26-12, so not as many picks, and this was just his rookie season. John Taylor, 1,100 yards. Josh Downs continues to excel, which is good. 1,000 yards for him again. 12.5 sacks from Buckner, 7.5 from Scorton, 7 from Grover Stewart. 2 interceptions from Williams, 2 from Jalen Jones, and 1 from Chin, 1 from Hill, and 1 from Cross. But as I said, we have a ton of cap space, so I assume like we'll have some big free agents obviously to worry about. So that's probably why there's so much money opened up. But it's, you know, maybe we are able to let a bunch of guys walk. We'll just have that much cap space in general. So Josh Downs, Jonathan Taylor, yeah, that makes sense. Quentin Nelson, yep. Michael Pittman, Latu is just a 5th-year option. Jalen Jones, Juju. Actually, it's not. Well, DeForest Buckner, Kenny Moore, Grover Stewart. So both our D tackles contract coming off the books is obviously why we have so much money. Okay, which isn't that bad. I think we probably have to let them both walk though, unfortunately, which really sucks. But let's obviously start with Josh Downs, who's been kind of the key to our offense. So yeah, we're gonna keep him around, no brainer. So yeah, Josh Downs is back, and then Jonathan Taylor, same thing. Got to keep him around too. Devin Neal is fine, but he's no Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor is still 28, so that is a great re-sign. Quinn Nelson, same thing. Want to keep him, but this will give us about $118 in cap space to work with still. And then Pittman, probably bring him back. Jalen Jones, we probably let go. Will Fries, we'll probably let him go as well, just in case there's better upgrades. So I'll accept the 5th-year option on Latu, and then Michael Pittman, I do want to bring back if possible, and that'll give us $100 million to work with. And just kidding, he says free agency. Okay, that's fine. $118 million, but we are obviously going to have a lot of glaring holes now. But this is the offseason to finally get us out of purgatory. A ton of cap space to work with. A new quarterback. A lot of guys still under contract. 46 players under contract still. So there's a lot to work with here. And we should be able to attack free agency with aggressiveness. So Nico, superstar dev. So that's already better than, you know, obviously Anthony Richardson's star dev. Or it was only normal dev, actually. So wide receiver 2 could be in order. A guard is probably needed, which we could probably get in the draft if we want to wait for it. And defensively, we have York ready, Dorian Williams is ready, Jeremy Chin, Zara Franklin. So D tackles are obviously the main thing we need. And a number 1 corner wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but obviously Jeremy Chin up to superstar dev is awesome too. But let's go see what we got in free agency, and let's be aggressive. I told you this offseason was all about being aggressive. While we don't necessarily need Aiden Hutchinson, I mean, he was interested in coming here, and then we're trying to go after Jair as well, which would be awesome to get those guys. Count on Benton, Deron Payne to replace Buckner and Stewart. So let's see if we get lucky. At least give us one of Hutchinson or Jair. I would prefer to get both, but we'll see if we get lucky enough to do so. And we didn't get either of them. Damn, that's unfortunate. Well, we don't get Jair Alexander or Aiden Hutchinson. They both went to the freaking Giants, dude. Come on, man. All right, whatever. What can you do? George Karlaftis is here too, but I mean, I wasn't necessarily needing an edge because obviously we have good edge rushers right now, but Brian Branch, like, I would bring him in too because we have the money to spend. We don't need Brian Branch, but he's a damn good player to add to this defense still. So yeah, sign me up for that. So let's see if we get him to sign. We're not even close to his number one offer. So very unfortunate, but we do need another guard. But damn, I am very, very upset right now. So didn't get either of the guys that we wanted in free agency. So Zach Tom, we'll see if we get him. Ronnie Stanley's here, Karlaftis. There's not really good wide receiver either, which is really annoying. Michael Pittman left already. Quentin Johnson, Tony. So yeah, just all around really brutal stuff. Like not really getting anybody we wanted. So we're after Zach Tom and Keanu Benton. We'll see if we sign them or not. So Zach Tom doesn't even sign with us. So we're really about to just walk away with Deron Payne and Keanu Benton. That's it. That's all we got. Literally out of all of that. That is brutal, man. So we missed out on all the top free agents, really. Oh, we can still get a freaking punter. No. That was brutal. Kenny Moore, Tippmann, like, we still have a 2nd round pick we can trade away because I traded my 1st and my 3rd already. Might as well just trade a 2nd as well while we're at it. But we do need a guard, so probably can't do that. We don't have a wide receiver. So despite all this cap space, we don't really have anywhere to take it. So this is just going to have to be what our defense is next year, probably. Although I went after some playmakers. We didn't get any of them. Aiden Hutchinson, Brian Branch, like that all would have been great. So we find ourselves in a very tough position. So we need to trade either for a guard or a wide receiver, in my opinion. And, well, I guess we're going to go trade for somebody because we have all this cap space to use at our disposal and we have no way of using it. So let's use the trade center as our best friend. I truly missed out on trading for a wide receiver and everything else in free agency. So all we're doing here is drafting our guard of the future. At least hopefully there's one here. And that will be all we're doing in this draft because that's all we have money for. So Brock Westbrook, welcome to the Colts. We need a guard, and that is where I'll be going with this. So that will be our pick, and that's all we have because obviously we have mortgaged everything else. So let's go take a look at the lineup for year 3. Things have not been successful thus far, but maybe year 3 spells out different stuff for us. I'm still very upset about missing out on everybody in free agency, but nothing I can do about it now. Let's just see what the lineup's looking like for year number 3. All right, so let's take a look at the lineup for year number 3 to see what things are looking like. So obviously Westbrook's going to start immediately there, but Nico at an 85 overall, so at least we have that going for us. Adonai Mitchell is going to step up big time. Eugene Wilson, Josh Downs, so that is kind of our wide receiver trio right now. Devin Neal still backing up Taylor. Defensively, there's talent on this team, but I just don't know if it's good enough. That's my issue. The one thing I will say is I'm going to do a playbook change this season. I'm going to go to Green Bay's playbook to see if that brings us any success, maybe a little bit better success at least. So that is what I'll rock with, and I'll see you guys at the end of this season where hopefully things worked out well for us and we made the playoffs. But we'll see if that ends up being the case. It'll all be on Nico's shoulder. We'll see if he makes it happen. If I can find Green Bay's playbook. I'm getting there soon. Hold on. Now there it is. There we go. All right. I'll see you guys at the end of this season. Hopefully we make the playoffs because we truly need to. We have had no success basically in this video. And would you look at that? We do finally make the playoffs at 10-7. So we'll have to see how things went, how good our offense is as we draw Mahomes and the Chiefs. So Josh Downs continues to be good. It looks like Nick Scorton had a good season, but let's see what the stats are looking like with this new playbook change. So offensively, we're top 15, which is good. 11th in the NFL, almost top 10. Defensively, we're 22nd in the NFL. So still not very good on the defense, but Nico, 34-12, 13 touchdowns, 11 yards from Jonathan Taylor. Adonai Mitchell was really good at the wide receiver 2 spot. And then Josh Downs, 14 touchdowns, 200 yards. Wilson was good. Pitts had 5 touchdowns defensively. Sacks-wise, Scorton has been really good for us. 5 from Deron Payne, 2 from Dorian Williams. 4 interceptions from Williams as well. 3 from Dax Hill, 2 from Chin, 1 from Franklin, 1 from Burke, and 1 from Poindexter. All right, let's go ahead, jump in, and play the Chiefs in round 1. I mean, this would be obviously a great win. They didn't win the division. The Broncos won it at 12-5, but yeah, we have a very, very tough task ahead of us, so I have no idea if we're going to be able to win this, but here goes nothing. The Mahomes and the Chiefs come to Indy. We'll see how this goes. I believe the last time the Colts and the Chiefs met up in the playoffs, that might have been Mariota. Was it Mariota? Because I think Mariota had 1 playoff win with the Titans. I mean, so far, our offense has been responding to the Chiefs' offense, which is good. 17-14, but the Chiefs will take a 21-17 lead. But our offense can't be stopped so far. It's 24-24. Okay, can we go score again? Yes, we can. And we're going to win on a game-winning field goal. Wow. So, but yeah, I don't remember. I know Andrew Luck played the Chiefs in the playoffs because that was that high-scoring comeback. But I believe Mariota also beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. But we're moving on. Or we're not the damn Titans. We're the freaking Colts. I don't know why I thought connected Mariota to the Colts. I mean, I know it's same division, but yeah, it must have been Andrew Luck then. So we beat the Chiefs 27-24. And now we're moving on to division weekend. But that is a damn good start to this playoff run. Beating the Chiefs is no joke. So after a really good win against the Chiefs at home, we head on the road to Buffalo to play Josh Allen and the Bills. So we start off with a stop on defense. Can we go score to take the lead? No, but they will go up 7-0, and we will respond to a field goal. Can we go up 10-7? Interception, though, from Alexander, and we're up 10-7. And can we go up 17-7? 13-7, but they will take the lead. Can we go score here? No. They're up 13-17. All right, we need a touchdown really badly. Can we get it? And we will get the touchdown 2017. And we get the stop on defense too. And that's all she wrote. So we beat the Buffalo Bills on the road after beating the Chiefs. What a run we're on right now. And let's go see who we're facing in the AFC Championship. But 2 massive victories over 2 really good AFC teams. And Nico is leading the way right now. So let's see who's awaiting us in the AFC Championship. It'll probably be the freaking Bengals or the Ravens if I had to guess. And yes, I was correct. It is in fact the AFC Gauntlet. We not only have played the Chiefs, the Bills, and now we get to play Joe Burrow and the Bengals. So 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Nico has taken down 2 of them. Let's see if we can take down a 3rd one. And in Cincinnati, we start off with the football. Let's see if we can score in our first drive. We do. Good start. I mean, Bengals defense, obviously in real life, has been bad. And they look to be bad right now, too. So it's 14-7. We knew Joe Burrow wouldn't stay quiet forever. An interception, though, from Franklin. And we're up 17-7. Now 17-14. We need to score again. And we do just that, 24-14. Another interception from Dorian Williams. And that will be all she wrote. We complete the AFC Gauntlet. Beat 3 of the top powerhouses in the AFC. And now we're on to the freaking Super Bowl. So to me, the Nico move was necessary and is paying off right now. So we'll go see who's in the Super Bowl. Maybe it's the Eagles. We'll see who it is. So here we are in the Super Bowl, and it will not be the Birds. It's actually a bear. It's the Chicago Bears to be exact. So let's see how this one goes as we will jump up 7-0. Good start. The Bears will respond, though, and tie it up, but we respond right back. It is now going to be tied again. So about to be tied into the first. And now they're up 17-14. Can we go score again? No. 17-14. Can we go score again? No. And now they're up 20-14 with a minute 40 left. So we can still win this game, but we have not scored a whole lot since the first half. So their defense has really stepped up, it looks like, in the second half. Let's see if we can't make something happen here. So just go underneath here to Josh Downs and get some yards. So 2nd and inches. We got all the time in the world, a minute 40 left, and obviously we have all 3 timeouts as well. So in no hurry here, but we definitely need to put this ball in the end zone. Gonna have Jonathan Taylor here for a first down, and we'll move the chains. I'm gonna no huddle again here, and let's go dagger to see if they leave Mitchell open to get down. Oh, they're gonna bring up some pressure. Mitchell is there. If that's a good throw, which he's gonna come back to the ball, and he's gonna come away with it. Nice throw by Nico under pressure, and of course, shout out to Adonai Mitchell for coming back to that ball. That was massive. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Kyle Pitts. I'm going to go John Taylor underneath. Let's just gain some yards here. Might even be able to get all the way. We're going to be inside the 10, out of bounds as well. We're going to start to run this football. I want to take as much clock off as possible. So, 1st and goal from the 9. We don't want to leave any time at all for the Bears to respond here. So, let's run this football. And we could probably get to the end zone, but I'm going to get Oh, do I get in? Nope. Let's go no huddle and take as much clock off as possible. Again, I don't want to leave the Bears with any time at all. 23 seconds left. You have 2 timeouts. Now, obviously, you score when you probably should have scored when you need to, but there's 15 seconds. I have 2 timeouts. So there is going to be a wide open hole, and we're going to score 20-20. And obviously, I assume that we'll be able to win. So play full game, and let's kick the extra point and go up, and let's win this game. They're gonna ice the extra point. Are we serious right now? Come on, man. We're gonna ice the extra point. I've never seen that before. I mean, I think I should be able to make this. I can't believe you can ice the extra point. That's actually freaking wild. But I mean, that's a good kick. So that is going to be a lead for us, 21-20. But man, all we need to do is get a stop on defense now, and we will be in business. So let's see if we can't get the stop we're looking for. We kick this bad boy off, and let's put as much pressure or power as possible. They have 2 timeouts to work with, obviously. We can't allow them to get in field goal range, so they're going to bring it out of bounds. Okay. Just don't allow him to have a good return. 9 seconds left, 8 seconds, so they don't have a lot of room to work with. We're obviously going to go... I don't want to do prevent just in case they get something downfield to get them in field goal range. But all right, 1 stop is all we're looking for, and we'll see if we can't get it. So, they do nothing in the middle. They're going to go to DJ Moore, but we are there. Oh my gosh, I thought he caught that for a second. That would have been absolutely devastating. Dominic is their kicker. I mean, at this point, they can't obviously make another play happen. So we're going to do man coverage, man zone, and play prevent defense. So this will be the game right here. Obviously, they're going to go for a Hail Mary or something. Do I bring some pressure down? Let's see if I can't get some pressure. Oh, there's nobody here. We're going to get some pressure. Imagine they called roughing the passer. And as long as I was about to say, as long as there's no penalties, we're going to win the Super Bowl. And that is exactly what happened. So we played some damn good teams in the AFC and then ended up beating the Bears 20-21. Shout out to the defense for holding up and allowing us to win the game by 1 point. Thank you guys for watching. It was a pleasure as always. I'll see you on the next one. We're getting closer and closer to being done with this offseason series. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.